Welcome back to Storytime with Goal. Today's story is called The Station Between Worlds. There was once a station unlike any other, floating in the space between worlds. It didn't have walls or floors, just an infinite stretch of stars above and below. Travelers arrived from all places, realities you could imagine and those you couldn't, each drawn to the station by a feeling they couldn't quite name. The station wasn't loud or chaotic, but it pulsed with a quiet energy as though it was alive. A grand clock floated in the air at its center, its hands turning without ever ticking. People whispered that the clock didn't measure time, it measured alignment. When the time was right, the doors would appear, leading each traveler to exactly where they needed to be. In the midst of it all stood Micah, a traveler who had been at the station far longer than most. While others arrived and departed with ease, doors opening effortlessly for them, Micah had spent weeks, maybe months, waiting. He had desires, of course, to find his way home, to understand why he was here, to discover what lay beyond the stars. But no door had appeared for him, no matter how hard he wished or searched. One day, as Micah sat near the clock, frustrated and restless, an attendant approached him. The attendants weren't quite human. They shimmered faintly, like light in motion, but they spoke in a warm, familiar tone. "You seem troubled," the attendant said, sitting beside him. Micah sighed. "Everyone else seems to find their door so easily. Why can't I?" The attendant tilted their head. "What are you looking for?" Micah frowned. "I don't know exactly, but I feel like I need to do something. If I don't, nothing will happen. I'll just be stuck here forever." The attendant chuckled softly. "Do you think the clock moves because someone forces it?" Micah glanced at the clock, its hands gliding effortlessly. "No, but the clock is different. It's not me." The attendant's shimmer seemed to brighten. "You're not so different, Micah. Life moves through you the same way the clock moves, naturally, without force. The things meant for you don't need to be chased. They'll find you when you're ready." Micah frowned. "But what if I miss them? What if I'm not paying attention?" The attendant gestured toward the stars. "Have you ever noticed how the stars seem to move even though you're standing still? You don't have to chase the stars. They're always there, aligning themselves perfectly. Your desires are like that too. They're already moving towards you, but they can only reach you if you stop running and start trusting." Micah sat quietly, letting the words settle. "So, what am I supposed to do?" The attendant smiled. "Live, feel, be curious. Trust that the doors will appear when the time is right." Over the days that followed, Micah stopped pacing the station, stopped scanning the space for doors. Instead, he began to explore. He spoke with travelers from other worlds, listened to their stories, and shared his own. He watched the stars shift and shimmer, letting their light fill him with wonder. Slowly, he felt the restlessness ease, replaced by something softer: trust. One evening, as Micah sat near the clock, watching its hands move, a faint light appeared in the distance. At first, he thought it was another star, but as he watched, it grew brighter, closer. A door formed before him, its surface shimmering like the surface of water. Micah hesitated for only a moment before stepping through. On the other side, he found not the end of his journey, but the next step, exactly what he needed, though he hadn't known it before. Moral of the story: the things that are truly meant for us don't need to be chased. They move towards us as naturally as the stars shift in the sky. When we let go of the need to control and trust the flow of life, the doors we seek will appear in their own time. The journey isn't about forcing, it's about being open, present, and ready to receive.